Hello and welcome back to episode 4 of Unknown to World Known Club 7. We're back with Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga once again, and we had a bit of a strange time in between episodes. We lost both games at either end, so the first game after the last episode and then the last game before this episode, but then we won the 3 games in the middle. So what we did was we lost 3-0 to Hertha Berlin, which was very disappointing because that is massive in the Bundesliga title race. We then edged past Karlsruhe in the DFB Pokal, however, was a relatively rotated side there. We then dispatched Mainz quite handily, 3-0, before a 2-1 win against Roma. A 91st minute goal from Fabio Vieira getting us the win there. And then rather disappointingly, we lost 3-1 to RB Leipzig most recently, which means we come into this game against Werder Bremen, sat in 4th place. We're 12 points off Hertha Berlin, who are looking a little bit like runaway winners at the moment. And we might be here for a couple of years trying to overturn them if they can continue like that. Champions League wise, we are top of the group. We've already qualified, which means in the second game of today's episode against Manchester United, we have a chance to qualify top of the group if we can get a win there. Or even a point would still do as good as well, if I'm being completely honest. I'd be happy with a point. But let's go and see how we get on against Werder Bremen. So we are trying something a little bit different in this game. We've got Doblare at the back with Van der Hoosen and Soderstrom as the centre-backs. Dodo and Henrique on the wing-back positions. Morin is sitting in the defensive midfield position with Grau and Pedri in central midfield. Vieira's going to go through as an attacking midfielder in the centre, and then Allner and Wilson up front together. I'm hoping giving Wilson a bit of support up front and also not have to rely on Allner to get goals when it's not. He's kind of a deep lying forward, so I'm hoping the combination of Wilson having someone to support him, Allner playing in his preferred position and being a supporting striker, I'm hoping that might see us get the best of both of them. As Dodo tries to find his way down the wing, does get tackled, and that is going to VAR. That is very harsh if that gets given as a penalty. And probably rightfully so, it's not being given. But in that case, I want our throw-in, Nevertheless, Henrique coming down the left-hand side now. This is still moments after that penalty appeal, and the ball is cleared. Morin heads down to Pedri, and we are passing it around quite a lot. Henrique has had it break nicely for him, and he puts us 1-0 up. The reason we've gone to this formation kind of showing there, we've got players who are very good through the middle and a little bit mixed on the wings. We're not massively strong out there, and a lot of players that are strong on the wing are as strong or stronger through the middle. So I thought we'd give this a go, and it's a promising start. And at the far post, Allner has gone down, and we're going for a VAR check again. This is all within the first 5 minutes. And the referee is going on his long walk round the halfway line to check that penalty. And I would imagine this one is going to get given. And there it is. So we have a penalty. We're going to put Wilson on it. Try and keep him in his run of goals. And he puts it away very nicely, puts us 2-0 up. And we are having a fantastic start against Werder Bremen. We do sometimes have a tendency to throw away leads, so I'm not going to read too much into being 2-0 up this early. There's a long way to go in this game. And the ball has managed to go over our defence, meaning Werder Bremen had a chance there, but Morin getting in and blocking a shot well. He had requested game time, Morin, and I don't know how I'd missed him really. He's like really good, and I just hadn't been using him. I don't think he's even been on the bench for us. And yeah, he looks very good, so hopefully we'll see him a lot more as, Vieira probably should be scoring there. Great pass by Wilson to find him, but we've now got a corner and it's gone towards the far post. We probably need to put Wilson at that far post rather than Olner, if I'm being honest. That's a bit of a flaw on my behalf. Werder Bremen now with the free throw in, and that has broke nicely for Hassini, who has gotten one back for Werder Bremen. So we're going to just demand more. That was a little bit easy for them there. That from Dodo was really poor. The ball has ended up behind him and he's just not reacted to it. Very poor from Dodo, and we won't be liking seeing too many of that. Oh, are we gonna... It was outside the box. Move on. Oh, this is the third VAR check of the game. And this isn't even something that VAR would check for. The referee would have to go and look at. Yeah, we know it's not a penalty. It's a free kick outside the area. Exactly. We knew that when it was given. What's their keeper doing? He was going on a little walk. And then the free kick comes to nothing. But Henrique... Okay. We now have just 5 minutes to half time. Well, just over 5 minutes to half time. So hopefully we can grab another goal before half time, I say, now that we're back on the ball. Pedri with a hell of a run and ends up going down in the box, but Henrique manages to pick it up and then can't find Pedri the other side of the defender. And now Werder Bremen with the ball through. Soderstrom deals with that very nicely, and Henrique plays that inside, and that was a poor ball. Left Morin with a lot to do, and it's resulted in Double RA being forced into a save, which shouldn't be savable for him. Similar to the chance Vieira had. Those are the chances you got to score. Pedri now going on a bit of a run towards the right hand side of the pitch. And still on the run. Plays it inside. Allner's in the middle just to tap it into the far post and make it 3-1. A little bit of comfort for us going into half time. But this has been a action-packed first half. As you can tell by how far we're into this video already, considering recently we've had some really boring games. If I'm being completely honest, it's about time we had one where you were getting highlights and getting a lot going on. It's a nice change. Dodo now coming down the right hand side. He's got to try and get a cross in here. Doesn't manage it. And Werder Bremen now trying to bring it away. But poor ball ends up with Henrique. Pedri now one-on-one with the keeper, and he makes no mistake and makes it 4-1. What a strike from Henrique. From Pedri. It was a pass from Henrique. Although, calling it an assist is a bit much. It's far more about that turn of the defender, and then I don't know what their defence was doing. They just spread like the sea for him and just said, there you go. Have a walk through. Have a shot. Go for it, buddy. Rodriguez has somehow beat Wilson in the air there. And now a long ball forward has found Abraham. Lukaku on the right-hand side, but it's well wide from him. and we are able to prepare for the goal kick. We're going to be looking at the subs now. We're going to go ahead, bring Pedri off for Renier, as was suggested there. Wilson nearly getting a shot off, and that was poor from Dodo, but alright. Not sure why we needed that highlight. We're looking at other subs to make. There's not really anyone that's struggling for fitness quite yet. Maybe Morin for... We'll bring Morin off for Vrank, and then what we're going to do is swap Vrank and Grau. Grau can go in there as a deep line playmaker, and Vrank can go there as a box-to-box midfielder. Vieira with the ball in. Vrank heads well over the bar with what must have been his first touch of the game. And now we've got 15 minutes to go. We're going to bring Bakari on for Soderstrom. Just avoid a that timing. That timing, honestly. I don't really know what to do here. We'll just play without our left side. It'll be fine. Let's focus play down the right. It'll be fine. Obviously, this is the first test. Well, I said you don't know that. This is the first test of the 5-1-2-1-2. No, 4-2. It's like a diamond, actually, isn't it? It's a diamond with very advanced fullbacks. That's what we're going to go with. First time I've actually tried this. I threw it together after the Leipzig game, just thinking the wingers were really ineffective and have been for quite a while. Even Pedri on the wings just seems to lose his attacking threat. So I thought we'll try something different. And yes, it's one game, but it seems to have done a job here. So it'll definitely be getting a chance to... We'll definitely be trying it out a bit more and see if it can be a viable formation for us going forward. It's a little bit weak defensively so far, but that might just be teething problems. It looks like they've had a man... No, they had a guy sent off. That's a bit awkward. I didn't know that had happened. Fantastic result for us there. 4-1 against Werder Bremen, which means we do keep place in the Bundesliga. I don't think we've gone up the table. We haven't, but we keep the pressure on. Hertha Berlin dropping points, which means we're able to close the gap very slightly. And that's what we're going to have to keep trying to do. And hopefully that formation can continue to do so. Let's go and see if we can qualify top of the group in the Champions League. And for the game against Manchester United, we're going with double R in goal. Van Hoesten and Soderstrom as the back two. Wagnerman and Nolasco with Popov as the holding midfielder. Grau and Pedri in midfield. Vieira through the middle. And then Wilson and Allner up front together. We're hoping we can turn this around. Henrique has a twisted ankle, so he's out for this game, unfortunately. However, the rest of the team fully fit. Morin was a little bit lacking match sharpness because, as I mentioned, I for some reason just hadn't noticed him. So we're going to work him in. Hopefully won't miss him too much today. Of course, one thing I didn't completely forgot about in the first game against Manchester United, they've got Damsgaard and Havertz, two of my players from Barcelona. So, that nearly went all the way in from the cross from Grau, and the long ball forward, Soderstrom deals well with it, but heads it to Havertz, and now Damsgaard plays it back to Havertz, and it's gone out to the right wing. Menacho with the ball in, and it's headed away well by Van Hoosden. It's gone back in, and Greenwood's in there, but Nolasco with a fantastic way to get back at it, and it's gone back in again, and eventually it's gone out for a goal kick. But so far it's been all Manchester United when you look at the stats there. I think what we're going to do for the second half, we are going to try just being a bit more direct, a bit higher tempo, and just see if we can force a mistake through that directness and find our way at their goal a bit more, because if you're not shooting, you're not scoring. And we had one shot in the first half to their 8, which just isn't good enough. We are going to make a change. Soderstrom can come off for Bakari. And we're going to bring Vieira off for Reina in that attacking midfield role and see if he can make a difference. And then we've got a little bit of time left, and we're looking at Grau as a potential fitness problem. So I think we're going to look to take him off after this highlight. Menacho with the ball plays it back to Havertz. It's back to Menacho. They're trying to stretch the defence here. Renier trying to nick the ball, nearly manages to take it off Havertz, but Pedri does manage to dispossess the right back, and the ball forward Orner heads down to Wilson, who plays it back to Orner. Renier with a chance here. Oh, hits it straight at the keeper. We're going to make a last change. Demir can come on as a roaming playmaker, I think. See how that goes for him. Get Grau off due to he's absolutely knackered, and we are going to need him going forward in the league. What are Leeds doing in the Champions League? How's that happened? Pedri heads away, and then Wilson and Bastoni near enough colliding there. Greenwood plays it back to Tonga, the ball in. Van Hoosden deals well with it. Demir now, we've got a counter-attack going here. Wilson has got men with him. Wagnerman going to take it down the wing and just gets very easily dispossessed. Why is Rashford number 6? Who's in charge? Solskjaer, actually. Waters. Oh, that is poor goalkeeping. That is horrendous goalkeeping. Double R has absolutely bottled that. Oh, what is that goalkeeping? And that is going to be it. We've got a chance here. It's a poor throw-in. And Bakari sends it back to Nolasco, who sends it inside to Pedri. Nolasco back to Pedri. That felt like a chance for Rainier to send it through to Wilson, but a long ball forward. Olner has VAR is going to strike that one out for offside, and I'm not even quite sure how he's managed to be offside there, because it's such a good pass. Yeah, fair enough. He's offside. I don't know what he's doing there. There was 2 of them offside together. Very silly mistake from the attackers there. We're going to have only maybe 1 or 2 more chances to try and nick a goal in this. Wagnerman with a poor cross that gets blocked. Waters clears away, but Wagnerman's back on the ball. And Demir sends it into Pedri. Ball through for Wilson. Olner. And the flag's up again. The flag is up again. Wilson was offside. I thought Olner was offside, if I'm being completely honest. but apparently it was Wilson. I mean, it might have been both, to be fair. We don't get a replay. I broke the game a little bit, so there's going to be a little bit of an odd cut there because I don't know what happened. I couldn't get to the dressing room. I couldn't get to the end of the game. No idea what was going on. Pedro with a pulled hamstring, so we're going to be resting him. But what we will do now is we are qualified from our Champions League group. So we'll show you Augsburg and Marseille, and then we'll be back after that in the end of the January transfer window. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like, comment down below how you think we're going to get on in the Champions League this year, and how you think we're going to do in terms of trying to get that 10-point gap back to Hertha Berlin. And do subscribe if you are enjoying the series. Thank you very much for watching.